Hello, Wellness Check Wednesdays community. We wanted to take a moment to remind you that while our podcast serves as a safe space for open discussions and sharing experiences, we are not mental health experts. This podcast is a platform for you to express your thoughts, feelings, and experiences in a judgment-free zone. Our aim is to foster connection, provide support, and create a sense of community. It's crucial to acknowledge that we are not a substitute for professional mental health advice or treatment. If you or someone you know is dealing with mental health challenges, we strongly encourage seeking guidance from qualified professionals. Remember, reaching out to mental health experts can make a significant difference. If you ever feel the need, don't hesitate to connect with a licensed therapist, counselor, or healthcare professional.
This is the Wellness Check Wednesdays podcast, a share space, a judgment-free zone, a place to meet and discuss our mental health. So let's check in.
Did it? Why not? Well. Episode 55 of the Wellness Check Wednesdays podcast. We are here back again on another beautiful and wonderful Wednesday. Oh, I'm so thankful for this because it gives each and every one of us an opportunity to let's check in. Oh, this mental health journey is something else. But I look forward to this because it gives me an opportunity just to reflect, learn, inspire, motivate myself and others. And I'm thankful for this opportunity. With that being said, my name is Brian Livingston. I am the moderator of the Wellness Check Wednesdays podcast, trying to keep things aligned, keep it on track. I'm terrible at doing so, but nonetheless, we are here. And this would not be possible if it was not for the originators of the Wellness Check Wednesdays podcast. We're going to take a trip by way of Cleveland, Ohio, and my man, Edwin Vereen.
Boy, I'm busy, but I'm blessed, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Truthfully speaking, I ain't gonna lie to you, I would not have this any other way. Guess what? It's supposed to be cold tomorrow. Surprise. Northeast Ohio, not surprised. that little stinking mouth groundhog saw a shadow, and let's face it, we all know Groundhog's Day is fake, okay? It's like Santa Claus ain't real, okay? Don't come down the chimney. The leprechaun ain't gonna come pinch you if you're not wearing green with a shillelagh and all that.
I ain't seen a pot of gold at the end of rainbow. Has anybody actually been to the end of any rainbow, let alone, you know what I'm saying?
Hell no, we never been to the end of the rainbow. The closest I got to the end of the rainbow was on a box of damn Lucky Charms.
I was about to say that too.
Yeah.
Lying box of Lucky Charms. They're magically delicious. Oh man, the things that we live with, things that bring us joy and laughter, humor. I love it. Our other originator, my man Kevin Marshall, he is not with us today. He is resting. He spoke to us before. Job and wearing him out and everything. It warmed up a little bit, a teens a bit, so he's been out and about. So he did send his regards on this weekend. He'll be back with us very soon. We're going to take a trip out to parts unknown in Oklahoma, one of our mainstays here on the program. My man B3, Brad, what's going on?
What's up, man? Just the usual shenanigans of the week. And, to mention that it was warm out here earlier this week and it dropped to like 40 something the other day. It was crazy because north of us, out in Kansas, it was 80 something degrees. And then that night it dropped to like 20 something. It was crazy, like 20 or 30 something degrees. So this whole weather thing's been weird, but other than that, I'm good. Just trying to get through the week, get to the weekend. It's Wednesday. You know what that means. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, like I said, especially thankful to be with you guys on this podcast talking about this mental health journey that we are on. And to that stinking groundhog, yeah, like why?
Punxsutawney punk ass. That ought to be his name. Yeah.
Oh, we just experienced false spring and the beginning of February, like not even close. Like we're supposed to get that at the beginning of March, and then it's supposed to drop down again, and we're probably going to get that too in March, and then sometime in April it'll finally level out, and then we'll get a bunch of rain, and then we'll go through the rest of it. But I've come to realize living in North Carolina, living in South Carolina, we've always had this thing of where you get four seasons in one day. I think that's starting to spread. I think it's not just local to the Carolinas. I think it's all over the place that we're starting just to see weather phenomenons. I ain't gonna. I'm just gonna. I'm not gonna go too deep into that because I could go a whole a whole nother direction with that. I just say expect the unexpected. We never know what we're going to face when it comes to this weather. Keep your jacket handy, and especially and when you're up north, so even when it gets warm, it still ain't up to 40 degrees. So it's like
I keep my coat in my car. I don't play. I don't play. I don't mess around this mess. That because the last thing you want to do, well, last thing you want to do up here in Northeast Ohio is be broke down on the side of the road and it's on the other side of 20. And I ain't talking about the good side of 20 either. That's the last thing you want.
oh man, not having your jacket. Oh boy.
Mm.
But yes, yes,
Talking about
yes,
some,
yes.
talking about some. I got a light jacket. A
A
light
light
jacket.
jacket. How did Cat Williams say you better get your jacket from here
Yeah.
for here? like
Yeah. You better do that. Yeah.
Like I'd look foolish with my North Carolina jacket if I was visiting up to Cleveland. I better get a jacket up in Cleveland for
Yeah.
Cleveland.
I got a big old black jacket. That's all I got. I got a neutral jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This weather is something different. Didn't we have a wasn't that one of our topics, weather or
Yep. Seasonal, yeah,
Yes.
seasonal
yeah, see,
depression, everything. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
oh man, we fighting it. But we're making it through. This week, this Wednesday, we're just gonna recap. We do a monthly recap, seasonal recap, and where we just say not a specific topic, but just generally what we are going through at this current time. One thing I'm going through is that I want this left nostril to clear up so I can breathe a little bit better, but that's okay. That's all right. I'm fighting it, but I'm gonna be all right. I keep hand sanitizer on me because I be around a lot of people when I'm doing karaoke. I need y'all to stay out my face. That's why I have QR codes in the tablet. Y'all don't have to yell in my ear, but that's neither here nor there. That
But why is it the people with the hot breath always want to be up in your face? Hey, listen, you know what? I know this is all about wellness check and taking care of your mental health. Taking care of your mouth too, all right? Please.
please,
Please.
please. Like I keep and the thing about it is I brush my teeth, do all the gargling and everything, and I still keep mitts on me. I just I taste. I'm like, ooh, oh boy.
Yeah.
Like the thing about this, that you should be able to taste when your breath is bad.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah.
Like just yes, that yes, what you just tasted on your tongue, that is what we smell from in our nose.
that's your mouth.
Please. And,
'Cause-
but here's the thing, that is a mental struggle. Like, bro, like, how do you tell people that you barely know that their breath stink without hurting their feelings? Because people's feelings are so sensitive. I'm like, please tell me. I tell people all the time. Two things I'm very self conscious about. I'm a big dude. I got all the skincare and smell good and the wash and the shower and all things. I got a lot to cover. And every now and again, I tend to sweat. And every now and then, I try to cover all the bases because last thing I can't be heavy and stanking. I just can't be a thing. Please tell me.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't let me go around and I had to pull some people over like, yo, you working with something right now? Did you come straight from work here? Okay, okay, okay. Well, yeah, you need to just dope some deodorant, something. Can't
Be,
just
be like,
shoot.
what's that one time? We were in a stretch limousine vehicle
Oh yeah.
heading to a certain venue,
Oh boy.
and somebody took their shoes off,
Oh yeah.
and their feet smell like corn chips.
No.
I'm trying to figure out why in the hell did you hop your behind in the limo, smell like 4 quarters of hard played basketball and some hard
We
fight. Come on,
this
man.
this was my birthday. We spent some money for this limousine.
Yeah,
And you got the limousine. You almost got put out.
yeah.
But I was like, oh man. But I know we're digressing quite a bit. I'm supposed to put this back on the train, put it on the Amtrak. But that's part of mental health.
It is.
Like
Mhm.
hygiene, health. Like hygiene is a big part of mental health. And here's the thing. I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you one thing, and I'll be honest with myself, and I'll be honest with you. There's been times where I've gone through bouts of depression,
Mhm.
and I stopped taking care of myself the way I should. And I had to somebody had to give me a swift kick in the balls, be like, "Yo, bruh, what you doing?" I'm like, "Man, I don't feel like I feel like trash." He's like, "Well, if you feel like trash inside, at least take care of yourself outside, because it literally does improve your mental capacity. Just taking that shower, taking that extra just to make it like I think the best way to put it, you know how girls will tell you that they put on makeup
Mhm.
and everything, and it ain't for guys, it's for them. That is a true thing.
Mhm.
Make yourself look good. Make yourself look good will in turn make yourself feel good. And so, this will turn into a whole hygiene episode. Eddie, cool, look up hygiene. Do some extra research real quick. But no, um, we say that, and I'm saying this to myself as well because, like I said, I've fought with it. I fought with it a lot, especially after like Ed knows better than most. Like I gained a lot of weight, especially during the COVID time and working from home. I gained a lot of weight, and really, I looked in the mirror one day and I was like, "Oh my God!" And it was a mental struggle. I didn't even realize that it happened until I was well into it, and I was like, and I took a step on the scale, and I was like, "Ew, crap."
Yeah, you had to pull it back. I get it, man. Just it bees like that at times, man. You kind of uh, full transparency. Just like I told you guys last week. I was man. Matter of fact, let's not talk about last week. Let's talk about some this Monday. Um, I'm sorry, B Live. I didn't mean to cut you off,
No,
man.
no, no, no. You good. You good. No,
Okay.
yeah, I need to be
Uh,
cut off.
you're cut off. This past Monday, I was so deep in my head. It was scary. And this is how I know I need to talk back to my therapist because it's been a while since I felt like that, trying to take on this new job and the responsibilities that I have, just trying to get things back together and get things back ahead and then having phone conversations with certain people. And it was just, it became too much, man. I became severely overwhelmed. And someone I was talking to, they was more concerned about something, and I'm just over here like, man, I am literally just going through it. Like, I think I watched like a half a match on Monday Night Raw, and I just turned the TV off. And no,
Ooh.
I found something else to watch, and I was like, man, I was really in my head this past Monday. This was after we recorded the podcast, Sports Bros. I was able to pull it together. I was, but like between what happened Sunday.
All I know is this: that you turned off Monday Night Raw and didn't watch it. Oh, you was going through it.
Yeah, yeah, man. Because when I'm in that state of mind, I can't enjoy it like I want to enjoy it.
No, I feel that.
Yeah,
As much of a wrestling aficionado that you have your own wrestling podcast. You tell me
yeah,
you couldn't even. Oh yeah. Granted, there was not much to watch. There was only three matches for the whole 2.5 hours. But
What?
yeah, yeah.
the Raw after Royal Rumble, everybody hurt.
Of course.
Everybody beat the hell up.
Tired. Couldn't
I-
travel nowhere. I mean, 3 matches though, but that's crazy. Like it's like the Be Live mentioned that you are a wrestling aficionado, and for you to turn off Raw just like after one match, something's got to be up. I mean, it's not worth watching anyway. But um,
I knew you was gonna do it.
I knew it. I was like, here it is. There, I know we. But yeah, and Edwin, oh man, it's one of those things where certain things you can tell. There's certain things you're like, well, it. Here's one thing that I deal with a lot, especially with my friends more than anything,
Mm.
is that when I see them going through something, if I ask about it, am I helping or hurting? Like sometimes people want to talk about something, sometimes people don't want to. And I try to hey, if they're going through it, they know that I'm here. They know that they could reach out to me. Hey, boom, boom, boom. But then there's times where I know myself. I ain't trying to talk about all the stuff that I know there's certain things I got to deal with.
Mm.
Talking about it ain't helping anything. So why am I over here tearing down somebody else's ear with some of these problems that I got? I get it, but sometimes on the backside when I'm looking at somebody else, knowing that they're hurting, I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
I,
it's just a multitude of things. Like I talked to you about Be Live, and I talked to you about as well too. Bad. It was just change and just trying to make things happen, and just I don't want to say fear of the unknown, but how to tackle said unknown and how to move forward, and how to keep pushing forward. So it was just just trying not to hit my breaking point and just trying to stay strong. And like I mentioned last week, I've been missing my mom crazy. Like I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's in the atmosphere, but I've been missing her a whole lot. And it used to happen frequently, but then it didn't happen as much. But I don't know what the hell is going on. Well, you know what? Probably because her birthday is on the 27th of February. Um, yeah, like I said, I don't know exactly what the hell is going on. So it's just trying to just I just know that I have to sit down, and my game plan that I had coming into 2025, I may have to look at it again and evaluate some things and make some changes and make some adjustments for the moment. And then once I make this, make these like a lot has happened, man. I had a friend of mine, we used to talk during the morning time a whole lot, but I was like, you know what? I kind of stopped talking to this friend because I want my mornings.
mm,
My mornings are my tone setter. Like if like I understand, we all have friends, we all have people we need to vent to. But like I said about this particular friend, it was a conversation that was had, and then they was like, "Oh, you're talking about this topic again," and I was like, "Okay." So I just had to draw that line, and so I'm like, well, and now I enjoy my mornings because my mornings are quiet. I can eat my breakfast in peace. I can watch TV. I can watch Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp on Monday and Tuesdays barking at each other like Raven Rabbits, dogs, and everything. But not calling them dogs, but just birds going back and forth. But it's just making that change to get my morning back, and then like make it mornings back, and then now when I'm working during the morning time, I don't have those mornings to give people anymore like that. So just being able to reshift my focus and reset is it's been challenging, but I'm up for it. Matter of fact, I just listened to last week's podcast, and it really inspired me. And just like B Live said, one thing I know, when Edwin Vereen go in, he go all in, he give it his all. And I was like, "Yep, you're right, B Live, you're right," because that last week's episode helped me out a great deal. helped me out helped me out a great deal. I'm still wouldn't have that conversation because I need to catch that person when it's mano y mano, not mono and everybody else in the room because everybody business ain't nobody business. But getting still, it's just giving me the courage to want to have this conversation, to want more, to want to do better, and just keep pushing and just don't give up. Yeah, it get
Yeah.
tough, but the thing about it is, man, I tell myself, hey man, you can't give up. You
No
can't
doubt,
give up.
man.
You just can't give up.
I
Life gets tough, man. But it's
oh
just to
yeah.
anybody listening, man. Life get tough, but what you cannot do is fold up, give up. You can't do that.
And if you ever, like I said, if you ever feel like you want to give up, not only get like, hey, you can get in contact with us, hit us up on Facebook Messenger,
Mm-hmm.
just any of those things, but reach out, seek professional help.
Mm-hmm.
Like the crisis lines, suicide line, like all of that is at your disposal. You are not alone. You for people that think that you're alone, you're not.
Not.
You're not the only one that's going through. You're not the only one that's in a similar battle. You'd be surprised how many people are actually going through the same thing that you're going through. We tend to like to isolate things, especially when it comes to tragedy, when it comes to suffering, when it comes to stuff like that. I was very surprised, and I continue to be surprised on a daily basis when it comes to the certain things that I'm dealing with. The person right next to me could easily be going through the same thing and doing the same thing that I'm doing, masking it.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I'm thankful for this outlet right here because I just it gives me more of an insight that hey, like I'm not alone. And I refuse to give up. I
Mm-hmm.
trust me, I've thought about it, and I mean not like necessarily on that deep of a level, but just throwing up my hands and just not caring and just letting things be. I've done that before,
Mm-hmm.
and it did way more harm than good. And then I had to fight even more just to get out of the hole I dug myself in. So don't it, just as much as it seems hopeless, it isn't. As much as it seems impossible, it isn't. I'm a walking testimony of it isn't. Like there's times where you just insurmountable issues were just piled up on top of me, and by the grace of God, and I'm gonna say that with all of my chest and all of my heart and all of my soul, but the grace of God
Mm-hmm.
allowed me to make it through. And I ain't done God right. But his grace and his mercy endure forever. I'm about to get biblical. But I'm just telling you, I want this to be a like for those that for our listeners, like don't give up. Don't. You're not alone. I won't. I'm talking to myself right now. I'm not going to give up. Too much more for me to do in this world.
Way too
There's
much.
too much more. Like there's too many people out there that are still hurting. That there's too much more to do. I know that for a fact.
Yep, way too much.
I have my health about me. I'm allowed to wake up every single day. That means there's still a purpose out there. The fact that I am allowed to wake up each day, that I'm gifted another day. There's more for me to do. There's more for you to do. If you were allowed to wake up another day, you're gifted another day. There's more for you to do.
Mm-hmm.
Keep pushing, man. Oh man, because I'm gonna tell you this real quick. I'm gonna tell you this real quick. February, this whole season is tough for me, but February can be especially tough, especially if you're single. February is the month of all this hearts and flowers and couples and all this stuff. I'm waiting until February 15th because I ain't trying to do all that stuff. But
Get some of that free get half off candy
right,
dog.
I was like, let me.
35%.
Yep.
I can make my own edible arrangement after the fact. You know, But I know that kind of stuff does still exist. Where every now and again having somebody older next to you and they look up. You want it
Mhm.
makes you feel good.
Yeah.
For what I'm not gonna do is give up my mental well being to put myself into a relationship. Nah, wait.
Mm-mm.
My mentals are way too important to deal with crazy. I'm telling you, hey, y'all,
And and
y'all,
that's
y'all
and that's and that's why I
hey,
tell people. I say, hey man, if you ain't ready to hit these dating streets, don't do it.
do it.
Don't do it.
Don't
Oh.
don't do it. But if you kind of want to put your toe out there in the water, if you kind of ride the come, okay, I think I want to. It's like this. It don't hurt to try.
Hmm.
I'll say, it don't hurt to try because you know what, man, you never know where it could lead. You never know, man. You never know.
That's true. That's true. You really never know. I mean, I know the last Valentine's Day I had, it was okay until the end of it. But, just having experienced good ones and bad ones of kind of figure out in life, it's like, I'm okay that I'm single.
Mhm.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I haven't celebrated Valentine's Day in almost a decade. Even when I was married, me and my ex-wife made it a whole point. We don't celebrate Valentine's Day. You know why? Because we're in love 365 days a year. I
That's
don't need
it.
a day to. I will give you flowers on March 27th for no reason. I will take you
Mhm.
out to dinner on July 15th for no reason.
Yeah.
Why we need a special day to spend more money to do what? To
Right.
go into a restaurant that's on an hour wait and the food gonna take 45 minutes because the kitchen is in the weeds because everybody in there on the same day they don't really even love each other, and then on the 15th they fight because guess what? You took the main chick out and left the side chick behind. My bad. I went too. I'm sorry.
That's normally how it works.
I mean that's how it be. That's how it be for some people.
Oh,
Look at some dudes like, man, what you were here with? No,
I'll be quiet. Shut your mouth.
shut up, boy. You don't know nothing about nothing. You don't know nothing about nothing. You're right. I don't know nothing about nothing.
I'm gonna tell you something. That is, I don't understand. It's harder. It's tough enough to handle one woman. You got the energy for two. What?
Who got who
Yo,
who got that kind of time, man? I'm gonna tell you
oh,
what. To the people that can multitask, more power to you. But even if you dating and you out here juggling with, man, look.
Like yeah.
Yeah. Nah, look. It's just. Hey, if you can do it, more power to you. Me, I just know. Look, hey, I like to focus on one thing and one thing at a time, and that's it. That's it.
I'll tell you. I'm gonna tell you one thing. This is funny. This is funny. This was one time where this one silly girl thought we were in a relationship, and I'm over here like, oh, wait a minute. First off, why do you think that we're in a relationship? We meet up at the bar once every blue moon, and we don't even talk to each other like that. But then you come out, and I'm actually just having a conversation with another female, and
Mhm.
you want to insert yourself into. I'm like, wait, whoa, who are you?
Oh.
And then they call me, oh, I thought we was in it. No, we not. And that's about the closest I've ever been to cheating on somebody. I'm a,
Oh boy.
I will break up with somebody if there's even the mere thought. Like if I'm actually in a relationship, I've done it. I will break up with you if I'm
Mhm.
looking at somebody else. That might be harsh, but I ain't gonna. At least I'm not gonna cheat on you.
Yeah.
Right.
I say I'm gonna be honest with you. This ain't working out the way I thought it was gonna be. I'm gonna move on. Sorry, I don't understand. Well, yeah, here's the thing. We are not on the same page, and it just ain't working out. But then again, Ed, no, I ain't been a relationship type person at all.
At all. Yeah.
I've been a hoe all my life.
Oh boy, don't say that.
Oh
Oh my
my
God.
god.
No, no. Be live. You ain't know. You ain't nowhere. Be live. You engage in not a whole lot of hoish activities. When people look at Be Live, they don't think they don't call you as a garden tool. They think of Be Live just being Be Live.
This is being a karaoke DJ. I've been called a hoe.
What?
Because here's the thing: people, for whatever reason, they put me on like some type of pedestal because I'm a DJ. Because I guess maybe because I got the mic in the hand and I'm controlling the flow of the music and everything. Girls be
Mhm.
coming up and like, "Oh, hey, what's going on?" Be like, "Well, hey, what's happening?" I'm a teddy bear. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm a hugger, but I ain't. Yeah, I don't know. I'm where I know the train is off the tracks. That fell off, and it is what it is. But I
But we
just
appreciate y'all for hanging out with us. We just kind of have a little free for all session, man. Kind of got a chance to
hey,
vent, talk, and discuss. And yeah, no.
but
It
yeah,
be
it bees that way sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But this is usually my February phase. It's like, all right, y'all do y'all. I'm gonna do me over here. I'm the same old, same old. But I am one thing I'm thinking. Like I said, I will not give up my mental well being to be in a relationship. I ain't got no business being in. I'm not trying to chase nothing, rush nothing. Time will come when hey, I'll be able to offer more to the world and be like, want to bring somebody in with it.
And speaking of relationships, all y'all out there, first of all, number one, everything that you see on social media is not real life.
Oh boy.
Number two, number two, number two, number two, number two, number two. A lot of these people that claim they know about relationships and they ain't even near one, stop talking to them. Stop talking to them. Stop putting people in your business. If you're in a relationship, it's between you, your mate, and the good Lord to figure it out.
Yes.
Don't just because a lot of people get on Facebook and they start asking for relationship advice, and then it just go from no. Just how about this? I know we run out of time. I told somebody, I said, I always ask older couples what's the secret. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna ask a couple that's been married for 20 years. I said, okay, I'll ask them too, but I also want to know what the old generation did and what this generation is doing here. So that way I can kind of take what I know and combine it all together. Not saying, what people do is wrong, right or wrong. There's no right or wrong way of asking a couple of how you do it. It's just, if you take the advice and put it to practice. And that's all I got.
Oh man. A great way to live when it comes to relationships is that no two relationships are the same.
That
And all your business does not need to be on social media. I see as soon as I see a couple, if they on social media with all the pictures and all the everything, they just as happy. I'm over here like, yep, that ain't gonna last. They ain't gonna make it because you spending too much energy trying to convince us that y'all are happy. If you're trying to convince us that y'all are happy, you ain't happy. With that being said, Zoom is doing what it's doing and whatnot. So this is another episode of Wellness Check Wednesdays podcast. And man, we just let it out. Starting this February out. And peace, love, and chicken grease. Oh man, I am thankful for all the things that we've talked about when it comes to the month of February, couples counseling, and all the things that we've done. But we encourage all of our listeners, all of our followers, all of our supporters. When it comes to this mental health journey, always remember each and every Wednesday and each and every day that you need it to always let's
Let's
check
check
in.
in.
And we're out. See y'all next week.
Peace.
Bye, lovebirds. No.
Thank you for listening to the Wellness Check Wednesdays podcast. Please join us every week, Wednesdays on Zoom at 6 p.m., and join our Facebook group for updates and to participate. We care about your mental health, so let's check in.